Continuing with the main storyline, Called to Account, meet Elara Tuek in Harko Village.
Oh, look, the kitten is back. Do we have business? Dangerous to speak that name aloud. Even here, beneath the cone of silence. You understand that we are not official. We are the hidden hand. Our connection offers no protection. Only the danger of discovery and a slow death at the hands of those who would thwart the Imperium's interests. You better be. Dangerous times for us all. I hope you're ready, kitten. Well, I didn't ask. I'll have my men take you to him. His instructions are clear. We need to blindfold you first. See? I told you I had a ribbon for you, didn't I, kitten? Such trust. I promise not to take advantage of it.
Ah, my favorite assassin. I must confess that reading Elara's reports is a rare pleasure. Except this last report. You entered the ruins of Old Carthag, accompanied by the outlaw Zantara, and you returned alone. Tell me, what happened down there? As a mentat, your mind is a fortress built on logic and reason. Yet even the most impregnable fortress conceals hidden gates. Tell me what transpired. Spare no detail. The Beni Tlilax, a nest of spiders that burned with Old Carthag. Or so I thought. And you, a Gola, the flesh of the fallen, reborn. Fascinating. Your service has earned you answers. Ask. Years ago, my informants traced some unusual activity in Carthag to a Beni Tlilaxu lab. Before we could investigate further, the city was destroyed. The destruction of Old Carthag is considered a terrible accident. But was it? I believe it was the Tlilaxu who destroyed the city. A monstrous choice. Destroying innocent lives to cover their profane works. They were the first sign that the Beni Tlilax were not done with Arrakis. My agents began reporting stir-ups among the minor power players. We quickly discovered that these were Tlilax agents, but that they were Gola was unexpected. Nevertheless, I could not allow them to destabilize the region. We must each do our part, and the spice must flow. Unlike clones, who are grown from living cells, Gola are grown from the flesh of one who has died. The process of doing so is knowledge known only to the Bene Tleilax. They make a fortune dealing their blasphemous wares across the Imperium. Spoiled Na Familia will pay extraordinary sums to have their favorite pet or retainer resurrected. But they are never quite the same. No Gola has the memories of its original host. No Gola remembers who they are. If you value the past, or the mind, then Gola are worthless. Indeed, you are a refinement. Your compulsion doesn't drive you to madness as it did the ones who came before you. You have a great deal of imprinting. You can learn skills that take decades to develop in a short amount of time. And, fascinatingly, you don't have the appearance of whoever you are originally grown from. Perhaps that is the clue. You must have been someone with a recognizable face. The Bene Tleilax are forced to hide you in plain sight. It seems highly unlikely. Such experiments would be psychologically unstable. It's plausible. You seem designed to be anonymous. Perhaps we can discover the answer together. Recently, there has been a string of murders in Arrakeen. The victims have all been my agents at one time or another. A Tleilax retaliation for your efforts on my behalf. My chief inspector believes so. Travel to Arrakeen. Find my investigator in the Imperial Consulate. He'll be thrilled to have the help. I expect nothing but excellence from you. Report to Elara when you are done. I will continue research into your origins.
Of uncertainty, House Harkonnen stands firm as the bedrock of stability.
If it isn't Fenring's pet puzzle box. Last we met, there was a Sardaukar blade against your throat, and I was debating how best to make you scream. Careful, prisoner. I might start thinking you're trying to scare me. Truth is what I'm after as well, but words are easy. Actions will tell me if you mean it. We don't have time for guesswork, but rushing breeds mistakes, and mistakes mean more blood on the streets. This killer is methodical, precise, and they won't stop until the job's done. There's a pattern to the victims. Find it, and you might catch them in the act. If the killer's still here, and we believe they are, then this is our best, and maybe only, chance to stop them. And make no mistake, if the Bennett Tleilaxu are involved, this isn't just a string of murders. It's a purge, carefully planned and devastating. A threat not only to Arakeen, but to the stability of the entire Imperium. There is no we. You go out and dig. I stay here and wait for the results. Don't come back empty-handed. They were competent, trained, and experienced. But skill only gets you so far when someone's watching your every move. They ran into something or someone they didn't expect. That's why they're dead now. No one's been able to stop whatever's behind this yet. You want suspects? Count Fenring has enemies stacked like sandbags. Some want him dead, some want him ruined, and the rest are just waiting to see which comes first. I am doing that very thing, am I not? The Sheriff of Arakeen has many opinions. One of them is that I should stay out of his way. For now, it's sufficient that I remain in the shadows. You're not Fenring's only pet. He's got a whole shelf of broken things he likes to wind up and watch. Start with the engineer, Austin Lath, on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull. The last two victims were known associates. He must be mixed up in this somehow. He's not out on the floor with the common drinkers, if that's what you're thinking. Lath sticks to the back rooms. Quiet, curated, and expensive enough to keep the rabble out. Of course not. They are restricted to patrons of higher standing than prisoner. You'll have to speak with the barman on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull, Alistair Chim. Either he or their security man, Ugo Ferenze, can provide access. Agent doesn't mean what you think here. Fenring's people aren't all cloak and dagger types. More like a specialized bunch of killers and survivors. You fit in better than you realize. We have a prevailing theory, yes. You've just come from Carthage, have you not? Then you felt it. The way the air there hums. Like the place is still screaming. That wasn't war. Wasn't Harkonnen's spite. That was Tleilaxu work. Precise and measured erasure. And these killings bear the same signature. Makes a tidy cover story, wouldn't you say? The Tleilaxu had a secret foothold under Carthag. You saw it. Hidden labs, vaults full of nightmares. Things that don't belong on any world. Then someone found it. And when it wasn't secret anymore, they burned the city to cover their tracks. It would seem that the Tleilaxu believe that, yes. I believe the exact who of it doesn't really matter anymore. For the Tleilaxu, a single breach warrants annihilation. They'll burn the whole house down just to kill the mouse. Then they're not done burning. They'll keep going house by house, room by room, name by name, until the scent's gone and the ash settles. Leif had an assistant, Hester Krimt. Talk to her. She's a smart girl. Does most of his work, then earns her hazard pay swatting hands from randy officers on the upper level of the Bull. If only I had a dossier and a drink menu. Find the man. You'll learn more in 5 minutes than I could tell you in 10. Should you require further guidance, return to me.
Do I know you? I don't. What do you want? Don't answer. Just go. This is an inopportune time, and I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Welcome to the Matador Room. If you're here for shade, spirits, or secrets, you found the right bar. If you're here for honesty, I suggest dehydration. An engineer? Ah, my dear, we get all sorts. Tinkerers, thinkers, men with their heads in copper and sin. Austin Leif. That's not a name one forgets, even in this fog of faces and ruin. What's it to you? Grave danger, is it? Tragic how engineers attract it like rust. Yes, we all know Master Leif. He's a fixture both here at the bar and in the Espada Lounge, our members-only room in the back. Surprises for school children and clerks. I serve poison in crystal and betrayal in whispers. Trouble is my afternoon tea. Importance is relative, darling. To you, perhaps urgent. To me, just another evening with too many voices and too few tips. Talk to Ugo. He's the poor soul tasked with mopping up after people who think their urgency is persuasive.
Hello! Welcome to the Matador Room, where the spirit of Caladan steps into the ring, poised, unshaken, and noble to the end. Here we pay tribute to Duke Polus Atreides, the Matador of Honor, the blade wrapped in velvet. His was a dance not of death, but of discipline, of a soul meeting fate without fear. But as the sea shapes the shore, so too does courage shape legacy. Enter as guest, remain as kin. For this is a house where dignity does not bow. Over cliff and cove where silence grew. Still hits like clean rain on stone. It's a funny. We took a stranger from Chusuk to put our whole world into words. Believe me, I would love to usher you in and cause a scandal. But unless your house's sigil is on the registry, you will have to enjoy this floor with the rest of us wretches. If velvet robes could talk, they would say, no exceptions, not even for charmers. Try another angle. Besides, the room is on lockdown. I'm just the gatekeeper here. A minor medical incident with a patron. We are grateful for your patience. Of course, discretion and propriety forbid me from disclosing the activities of our patrons. You understand. Hey, Torsa sent you. Yes, we know Master Letha well. Alas, he is the subject of the unfortunate medical incident I spoke of. Yes, but that was before you identify yourself as the Sub-Prefect's agent. I regret to inform you that the engineer has suffered the most conclusive of health setbacks. Let's just say he won't be ordering more drinks anytime soon. Master Letha, he was not exactly a social creature, but he wasn't a monk either. Few faces came and went, trusted ones at that. Well, Alistair, the steward, kept him fed and pickled. The wine merchant, Ambrose Lucifera, would sometimes stop in for a glass or a five. He and Leith share a taste for esoteric reactionary literature. Oh, and his assistant, Hester Klimt. Well, she is the one who actually keeps the planetologist office running. If Leith had a shadow, it was her. She is a blend of outdated political theory, mystical dogma, and a romantic delusion. Written by fringe thinkers for fringe audiences. Master Leith's attentions were ever diverted by it, and proletarian erotica. Proletarian erotica. Titillating stories about the field hands and mechanics, usually. Grimy rendezvous in tool sheds and bunkhouses. Factory workers rotting behind oil drums while quoting dialectics. It's someone's version of liberation, I suppose. Currently, I am speaking with you. Soon I will attend to Master Leith. Master Leith was na familia, but without kin there is no inquiry, no scandal. Just a body and a silence. I leave a glyph for the Beggars Guild. They take care of the rest. Efficient, discreet. How else do you expect beggars to decide the turf boundaries and resolve disputes? In the old days, yes, but the Duke does not abide violence in the streets. Very well, but may I ask what is it you are looking for? What a conspiracy! The man was cooked on Vanta draft, and he liked to play revolutionary between relapses. Very well. I grant you access to the lounge, but I make it quick. Please, wave your little wand around. You will see what I saw. The trail of a man who burned from the inside out.
Thanks for watching.